Pods, and today we're going to show you how to install Torrentflux 2.4 and Torrentflux-b4rt 1.0 beta 2. So I already have them installed, see, here and here, but what we're going to do is actually show you how to fully install it. So let's get right to it. First, what you want to go do is get the program from, I guess, GitHub, and then go to the HTML folder. You want to copy that to your wherever you have your web host. So for me, I'm running it on a Turnkey server. So for you guys, you can install this also on a ubuntu server or whatever web server or Linux web host you have. So as you can see, I'm already connected to it, and I'm already in the www.web part of the server. So we're just gonna copy it in here. Ooh. Let's just drag it over. And now while we wait for that to upload, what we're actually going to do is rename it, just for this video's sake, since I already have it installed, and you can name it to whatever you want it to name it as. So we'll just go with Flux BK. Now what you want to do is you can see I have Turnkey installed, and go to that file folder in the path. Now this is what it's going to say. So what you want to do is edit the config file. Where's FileZilla? Enter your host address. Which actually won't be that. It would just be localhost. So we're going to create a database and a database user. So launch whatever SQL manager you guys have. I'm using Heidi. Now we're going to want to add a user, since I don't actually want to use the built-in root user that's already there. Which you can see. So And it's just a test, so you may want to actually secure your passwords a little bit better than what I'm just doing here. Now that's finished. It's also going to say that. So now what we're going to go do is actually import the database structure for it. And you can see it was successfully installed. But what you might want to actually do, since I already did some edits to this, you're gonna have to edit, forgot what, you're gonna have to edit, since MySQL has been updated, they changed some, the way that some of this code was written, so I had to edit it. Yeah, you're gonna want to have to edit this part, the engine part. It's gonna give you the original script is gonna give you an error. So you want to edit that part, and I'll show you the difference. Okay, maybe it wasn't this one, maybe it's the Flux BT or BT or B4. So with that being said, let's just roll over to the installation part. Now, when you first log in, the first account that you make is going to be admin. So whatever account you first make, it's going to be admin. And as you can see, got green lights on everything except for the downloads. So let's go to the download and change the permissions. And voila. And that's about it. So on to the next one. We're gonna install this one. This one I think is the one that I had to do code edits for the SQL. So we're just going to do the same thing. And wait for it to transfer all the files. It shouldn't take too long. Whoa. That's not supposed to happen. That is so not supposed to happen. What I think it's happening is it's loading the cache from the data that I already have, so let's go open it up in a clean web browser. There we go. So this one actually runs an install script. That was kind of weird, actually. Yeah, it was just loading pre-cached data. Kind of hate Chrome for that. So we're gonna have to do the same thing. Actually, we're just gonna use the same users that we created for where was it at? For this one. So we're gonna use Flux and the same database user that we used. It's pretty oh yeah. So I think this is the one that actually we're gonna try and manually force it, but I'm pretty sure this is the one that actually requires you to change some code. Yeah, I've already changed that code, so Yeah, so this is the area that you'll get. So you have to change the MySams at the ending of every query. You have to change that, which is pretty easy. You can do that in Note Plus. Which you just click to replace, you enter what you want it to look for, which is this corresponding phrase, and then you change it, or you change the engine type, and that's pretty much it. So I'm not actually going to do all of that. Trying to figure out why is it not creating the database. Oh yeah. That's why. Sorry. It was already created for some odd reason, so every time I try to run the script, it would just kick me out that error. And because, yeah, I've already created one before. So that's empty, and now we can proceed. So yeah, it's going to tell you cannot open the config file because you need to change the permissions. So what do we need to do? Just go in and change the permissions for the entire folder. Later on, after you finish the installation, you can change it to where it can't be changed. So now it's going to write the table. So what you want to do is make sure you have correct download path. Which that's not the correct download path, but we're going to create one. Oh, forgot to make it writable as well. So after you're installed, whatever Linux system you're on, if you want all of these packages, you're gonna actually have to install them manually. So you can install WinRAR manually, so you can so the program can unzip files and stuff like that. Same thing with this one, VLC, and all of that. So yeah, it's just telling us we have to manually delete the setup. So same thing with the original Torrent Flux. First user that you make will be admin. So if you do not have transmission CL installed prior to this installation, you'll have to go install it. Or if you already had it installed on your system, all you have to do is just change the path to it and it should go green. Same thing with all these other services. So you should know how to install CL or transmission command line. It's pretty much easy. You just wget it and install it, and then look for the path to the transmission CL command folder, and that should be it. Or if you don't want to use transmission with this one, you could actually use different types of torrent clients. You can use all kinds of types of torrent clients. So you could use BitTornado, transmission, BitTorrent mainline, or Azure. Ooh. So I'm just going to stick with Tornado. And that's pretty much it. Simple, easy, quick install. Just remember for this one, if you're going to install it straight from the repository, you have to change, you have to edit this SQL file, or else it won't install and it'll just tell you that error. So if you like it, dislike it, leave a comment, let me know what I did wrong or what you would like me to change, and I'll try and help you out. Alright, thank you.